We are live. All right. Hey everybody. So we had not we. I had some technical difficulties. Y'all know it's a lot going on over here. There's a lot going on. That's why I do my lives normally in the morning. Early, before the kids wake up, before stuff starts. But my phone been going off the hook. I'm telling y'all. Whew, Lord. Yeah. But we're here. We're here. And I'm glad to have my friend, Love. You got to introduce yourself now. Well, come on with it.
Here's the deal. Grace and peace, people. Grace and peace. I'm happy to be here. Um, it's this is something that has been in the works for quite some time now, and we finally got the opportunity to figure it out on behalf of our scheduling. But those who don't know me, I am Tommy Durrell. I focus on the mindset. I focus on health, and I focus on purpose. I'll add my information into the comments section as soon as this particular broadcast is over with. Good morning, ma'am. How you doing, though?
I'm good.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I wish I'd have known I was coming to heaven early this morning. You know what I'm saying? All white, everything. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I know. We got one here, y'all. He probably, he like, whoa, it is bright. So, yes, I did. I wore white. And then the white, it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. Yeah, I'm moving from place to place. We're getting our basement done and have been. I'm telling you, it's been months. It's been a thing. But just bear with me. We making it work. We're making it work.
I'm gonna say it like this: you open casket clean right now. You heard?
Hey,
This is open casket right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I ain't mad at it. So we are here to talk about. Look. I know, and I'm glad that we're having this conversation. One, so it, this social media, right? My mindset around it. I was never a social media person. So it was like I go on it, well that at that time was Facebook, right? And then people are just posting their stuff and letting everybody know how they're feeling and posting updates. Like it never really made sense to me. And then we had Instagram, and then it was like, okay, people are posting all these pictures of their traveling and stuff, and then Twitter, and you're constantly updating. I'm like, look, my life isn't that interesting. Okay, I'm not about to sit here and post stuff and tell you how I'm feeling. And like, I don't even know you. You don't know me. This is weird. So I stayed off of it. And then when it came to building a business, it was like, ooh, so I should probably do this, but I didn't know how. I was like, well, I don't know. It's a part of me that is like, that's stupid. You don't do that. That's not you. And then another part of me is like, that makes all the sense in the world to do this. So I'm glad that we're here having this conversation, and all that you're about to bring to the table. I mean, it is needed because I get DMs of just like, oh, I want to do videos. I have so much to share, but I'm not. But I'm scared. But I'm not sure. And I'm like, you better get on there and do it. So I'm glad we got to shift some mindsets in here. So, yes.
Here's the deal. This is where I want to start at. So at the beginning, you said that you seen social media. You didn't really want to have anything to do with social media. And then it
Mhm.
became a situation where you started a business. So you decided to come to social media. Now, here's the deal. This is what's interesting about it. Each particular platform that you decide to get on is actually giving you a stage.
Mm,
Certain people, they want to be an entrepreneur, they want to do XYZ, but they don't want to be on
mhm,
stage.
mhm,
What's so interesting about it, there's a lot of motivational speakers that still don't go live either. Here's
mhm,
my encouragement to everybody that doesn't want to go live. There's going to be a chance, there's going to be a situation that's going to come about where There's individuals that'll never start a business because you didn't step up and show up for yourself. So since you're not doing that, that's blood on your hands. You heard me? I hate to be so aggressive coming straight out the blocks, but that's what type of guy I am. I shoot from the hip. I give it straight. That's my type of teaching. That's how me and my clients we really get this particular understanding. But the blood is on your hands if you decide not to go live. But why would the blood be on my hands? It's all in the Bible, baby. When Moses died in the Bible, there's a multitude of individuals that's going to be crossing the Jordan for on your behalf. And you're gonna take them under your wing or whatever the situation is. So if you never show up, then how will these people get to you? Because there's only certain people that you're going to be able to reach. Let me leave that alone. I think I came
Mm.
too aggressive on that.
I
I
was
think too
like,
aggressive.
oh, ah, ah. I don't even know. Look, y'all, get back up. I'm gonna give you a hand. Let's come on, come back to me. We just started. And there's so much more to come. But that is so true, because that is one thing that I harp on, is that you have an audience. You have people that are specifically assigned to you. And if you don't step up and step into that, you are letting those people down. And I'm just thinking about it. And that's one of the things that I had to tell myself, because it was still difficult. You got that push and pull. It's like, yeah, I know I should be doing this, but I don't know, who am I to be talking about this? Who am I? I'm still working through my process. Like, how am I supposed to be doing that? And what I saw was that, one, I was thinking you have to be a peer to be able to now reach back, but you don't. It's like, look, if now I can sit there, I'm better than I was last year. There are still people who are in my last year that now I need to go back and I need to help. And if I remain quiet, I will not be able to resonate with those people, because if I'm here and they're here, and I look at people that are there, I'm like, man, I can't get up there right now. Like, you talking to me, but you talking to me on a totally different level. I gotta work my way up. You are going to lose out on those people if you start up here. So talk to us about that.
Here's the deal. Let me add a little extra to that.
Please.
So on a day-to-day basis, we understand that every day is a gift. So our first thing we do is pray, go through affirmations, those seeds, those prayers that we send up to the Lord. We're reaching up to Him. So while we're reaching up, we should be reaching down to bring somebody else up with us, if that makes sense. That's what's considered as a power partner. Once you have a particular power partner and y'all are trying to get in alignment, here's one reason, another reason why certain businesses don't get built. Because certain individuals who are business owners, they don't know how to build people up.
Ooh,
Some of those people that's attached to you, you're going to have to understand how to build that particular individual up in order for that individual to come into your business and be a potential person to blow it up. You heard, man? That's all it takes. You got to have that particular heart. Once you have a heart for people and understand that, yeah, some people are going to say no, but understand this. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves. Think about it. There's a multitude of people that's out there. They have aspirations on building a business, but they don't know how to come about doing it. That's the reason why me and Sean collaborated within this particular season. Every entrepreneur out there, understand this is the season of collaboration. It's not designed for you to do anything by yourself. That's why individuals don't get married. You heard me? They married. They as one. They're a team. It's a team effort on this.
Yeah.
If you feel that you're going to do something by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let me go a little raw again.
Go.
A lot of times I run into situations where, okay, for instance, my target market is women. Okay. So strategically, once I introduce myself to a woman with my particular aura that comes off of me, it becomes a distraction to some individuals. Some about this beard, I guess I'm handsome, something like that. My accent, you heard, man. I don't know what the situation is. But at the same time, for the fellas out there, understand the spirit. Same thing with the ladies. Some of y'all try, y'all reach out to men or whatever the deal is. Understand the spirit that you're dealing with on that particular day. Because that spirit might not be what you actually need in that particular season, because those spirits attached to you like a little tick. It might not affect you today, but it's going to affect you maybe 6 months to a year from now. Just like, for instance, any day that you allow yourself to not work on your dream, it's like pushing your particular goals back 6 months to a year. So at what point are you going to start being intentional with your particular time? Come on with it. Yeah, I love it. I love where we going with this.
Let's talk about that intentionality. Let's talk about that. And really being so with social media, in the realm of social media, right? We've got all these different, you've got all these different platforms that you could be on. You can be on Instagram. Am I still here?
Yes, ma'am. I got you. You here? Yeah, that froze just for a sec, but you back.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
You want me to pick up where you was leaving off?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
That's
ma'am. You want me to pick up or you got it?
I got. Yeah, wait. I'm gonna ask that question.
All right, come on.
See, this ain't be hating. I'm telling you. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so you have all these different platforms, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm going to be on Instagram. I'm going to be on LinkedIn. I'm going to be on Facebook. And I'm going to put the same amount of energy in all of them. And I'm going to make sure that I post differently. And I'm going to do all this. And then we get overwhelmed. Then we get frustrated. So how can you be intentional about where you're actually going? What you're actually doing, who you're actually targeting, what are the things that you need to know getting into this social media game?
Here's the deal. If you're a business owner, what you need to know first is your target market. Once you understand your target market, is when you be strategic on the way you post. There's a multitude of entrepreneurs and consultants that we work with. They like, listen, we hearing what y'all saying on this coach's corner, but I still have no idea what to post. Well, the reason why you don't know what to post is because you're posting on behalf of what resonates to you rather than resonates to what the target market pain point is. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Yeah. So that's the whole situation there. Yeah, that's what the whole situation is. I talk to people all the time. Man, I don't know what to post. You got me on LinkedIn. Anyway, let's do this. Once you realize what your particular target market is, you can have a target market on Instagram. You can have a target market on Facebook. You can have a target market on LinkedIn, and you can have a target market on Clubhouse. And be strategic on the way how you post, but at the same time, treat each one of your platforms like a garden where you plant, you cultivate with value, and then you go ahead and get harvest season. Now, here's the deal. There's a multitude of individuals that's out there. They get on social media platforms and they post the same thing everywhere. And they're not getting no likes. They're not getting no engagement. You want to know why? Because every time they sign up, they contacts that's in their phones are the first people they connect with. And people wasn't liking your stuff on Facebook. They ain't gonna like your stuff on LinkedIn. They ain't gonna like your stuff on Instagram either, because those individuals are not in your target market. These are people that actually know you. They're not trying to see you do better than them anyway. You heard, man? Anyway, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Keep going. Wait a minute. Okay.
It gets hot, baby. It's getting hot in here. You heard me?
We can't stop there. You gotta keep on. So So, okay. So I narrowed down my target market, right? So when you said in my computer, I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, but it went out again. But so when we narrow down our target market, right? So I know that my person is around 32, right? She's a woman. She is. I'm just making this up. She's a woman. She is newly married. She's planning to have kids, and I even know, she shops at Target and this and other, right? And I'm selling T-shirts, right? I don't know, and I know the things that she likes. So when I'm crafting the content that I want to be able to serve her, then when you're talking about you can post on different places, different platforms, and still you're targeting that market on those different platforms. Are you changing it up from, like, okay, from LinkedIn it's a specific voice on LinkedIn, on Instagram it's a specific voice on Instagram? So what voices are those? What kind of voices are they?
Here's the deal. It's all about the pain point of your target audience. Once you figure out the pain points, like you said, she's 32, she's newly married. Does she have kids?
She's working on kids.
Okay, she's working on kids. So
Hmm.
be strategic. If she's working on kids, know this. That means there's certain things that you've experienced as an individual with kids, being married, and XYZ that she will become experienced in, but she may not have the support in her five friends or whatever the situation
Right.
is. So that's all
Mhm.
you need to post. Post stuff on behalf of that, and that's going
Mhm.
to bring her to the top of the road.
Mhm.
You heard me?
Mhm.
It's gonna be like, ooh, girl, I don't know where you got this information from, but I needed to hear
I
this on
got
this.
you. Mhm. Mhm.
And that's where you know you doing your thing. You heard me?
All right. Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm liking that. So I hope you guys you got this. So we're identifying the pain points, and that's what I mean. That is the purpose of us narrowing down this target market and really getting focused and intentional of who we're actually targeting. Who am I here to serve? And once I've got that, then I know the pain points. I know the things that I can sit there and curate content and be able to post. And it's not a salesy thing. It's not where, oh my goodness, every time you see me, I'm asking you to join my coaching call, or I've got this master class, or whatever it is. You are providing value. That's how you provide value. And that's how you can be on these multiple platforms, like you're saying, and not be overwhelmed, not be stressed out, not be frustrated, and not be worried about, oh my goodness, what if people don't like it? You know that person gonna like it, because the people who like it are for you, and you've done the work ahead of time. Go ahead.
Mm-mm. Not everybody. Not
What?
everybody. Watch this. Her name is Shannon. Shannon E. I would love to have a conversation with you. But here's the deal. Check this out. Um,
There's no.
Everybody that comes across your post really don't have anything to do with them being in your target market. Let
Oh
me
no.
explain. On Facebook, you get a like. On Facebook, you can get a care, you can get a heart, you can get whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You focus on the people that gives you the hearts and the cares. You don't
Mm-hmm.
focus on the people that just give you a like, because those people that just give you a like, they just see they was in the middle of a scroll. Oh, okay, cool. They liked it and just kept rolling. They never put no thought into that post. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why they just liked it, because they know you. They've been rocking with you for quite some time, and that's just it. But the individuals that's in that care section and in that love section, that's the individuals that's in your target market. So
Mm-hmm.
what you do is you be strategic. You go to these individuals' profiles. You see what they all got in common. After you see what they all got in common, you start to calculate. Let me see what they actually dealing with. Dealing with. You heard me? But at the same time, it's always about what you do when the cameras are off. That's going
Mm-hmm.
to set you apart as far as what you do and how your social media game look. You heard me, just like we was talking about. It's all about treating it like a garden. So strategically, if Miss Shannon, Shannon E, if I came to your Facebook, would I see any type of harvest going on over there? Do you have any tomatoes, some apples, oranges? Do you have anything growing over there? If I come over there and it's all just post, 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 like a lot of people like to lie, and that they like to say, how do you put yourself in front of people? Just post, post, post. No, that's not how that go. You
Mhm.
heard me? You got to post with, you can cultivate with value to that particular pain point of that particular target market. If you can do that, you're going to always get the results that you're looking for. You heard, man?
Mm,
Until you see it like that, it's all about seeing social media in different ways. It's all
yeah,
about that mindset. Mindset matters.
yeah,
So strategically, you can build organically within, let's say, maybe an hour a day. You still got 23 left to go and do whatever it is you got to do.
yeah. Oh, I like that. So I know that there are, because I've spoken to people, and I know that we've got it where some people are like, oh man, but so and so has like 50,000 followers. I only have 300. Man, I don't have enough yet. I don't have enough. And one of the things that I've seen is that, wait a minute, what we're doing, and this goes back to this, is that we're focused on what we think we lack rather than doing the things that are necessary and bringing value to the people that we have and treating those people like gold, of like, look, thank you for rocking with me, thank you for supporting me. And so what would you what would you say to that? Do you need that following, or like how would you engage with people? What do you do? What do you do?
Here's the deal. Let's say me and you was in business together
Mm-hmm.
and you had 300 people. I had 300 people. Two more people had 300 people. At
Mm-hmm.
that particular point, we have a total of 1,200 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, strategically, let's go away from that. I just want to put that out there. There's individuals that have 300 and none of the people that they connected to even know what they do. Then you got people that have 50,000 and none of the people that they know what they do. You go to their particular page and they post something, no likes, no engagement, or maybe 3 likes, minimal engagement. You
Mm-hmm.
got 50,000 people
You've got, yeah,
and you only got 3 likes on this particular platform.
yeah.
Think about it like this. Why the people that you're connected to don't know what you do? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? What particular value are you providing to let them know? Are you one of the entrepreneurs that try to find whatever is right, whatever easy you can do? You can get on Instagram and somebody hit you with a DM and then you can have bought followers and all this other stuff. And now you got 20,000 followers and you only following 300 people. How does that actually look? And you're not a celebrity. You got 20,000 followers and you only following 300 people. So really think about it. Who's really connected to you? A whole lot of people you don't know, and a whole lot of people you don't have that know, like, and trust factor with. That's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why you're not following them.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. If I would have never had a conversation with you and we would have been connected here on LinkedIn, look at how much value we can provide to others. But how will we know that if we never had that conversation?
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to be following you. You heard me? That's
Mhm.
where I'm at. Hey, this is a pleasure. You heard me? I appreciate it because I love seeing your content.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, it's gonna get better. You heard me? If we had this conversation already, if you think that you already there, hey, what? Oh my goodness! Oh, hey, we can go to the top if you're not afraid. Listen. When the season comes, we're going to divvy down into that niche of that target market. See, the last time we had the conversation, you was like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I don't know if I want to do this. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
What we do with one thing, we do with everything. So whenever that time comes and you focus on that one target market, we're gonna go off on it. I'm telling you, we're gonna go off on it. Watch. I'm telling you.
I thought this was so, I mean, the time was right because that is true, especially with me. And these are the things, guys. So when you are being led, right, you still got to do your part. Like, I'm just gonna put that out. Like, it's not where God is calling you out and he's like, okay, well, start this business, do whatever it is that you've got to do, start this business. And you're like, okay, well, I incorporated it. Whew. Now I'm just waiting for my employees to come. I'm waiting for things to get done. That's not how it works. So,
Let me get some of this action. Let me get
yes,
some of this.
please.
Check this out. Because I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Let me go ahead and just take over. You heard me? Here's the deal. There's a multitude of individuals who are not even in this particular year. Well, what are you saying? What you mean? They're not in October 28, 2021, because a multitude of individuals are still stuck in December 2019 with their, how can we say, with their New Year's resolution pad written down on behalf of what they're about to do. And what happened last year in January?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody went, you know what I'm saying, went into the new year, 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got this little, you know what I'm saying? I got this New Year's resolution. Usually that New Year's resolution shuts down after week two, week three, possibly,
Yeah.
or maybe February, you know, right after Valentine's Day, something like that. And strategically, look what happened in March. We got
Mm-hmm.
introduced to the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So that means a lot of people's 2020 never started. And since they 2020 never started and they're still here, they're still bamboozled in 2021 to the point to where they're actually waiting. What are they waiting on? I have no idea. Remember back in the day when we had that swine flu back in what there was 2009, something like that? That went away. This particular situation is not going away.
Yeah.
Anybody that's out there that's waiting for this particular situation to go away, all you're doing is pushing your particular business venture back 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And let's go a little deeper. My pain point target market is women. There's a multitude of women that's out there that had a kid when they were young. Okay, let's say post high school. I'll give it post high school. Let's say 1920. Situation didn't work out between the two individuals. That woman ended up building a wall back then whenever she was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Strategically, this woman is now, just like you mentioned, she's 32 at this point, and she's thinking about getting married. But at the same time, things are not really working out like she thinks it should, or
Mm-hmm.
the situation don't work out. Well, here's my answer to that. Between 20 and 32 was a 12-year gap. There was men that came in for a season to test out that particular theory that she had when she put up that particular wall. Now, as long as that wall is up, it don't matter what man come to the scene to try to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That wall already up, so that relationship not gonna work. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting this on social media. You heard me? Stop putting it on social media because you got to think about it. There's a certain level of expectation that you want as a business owner now that you finally decided to step out and try this particular venture. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense to you?
Yes.
She
Mm.
got five homegirls, and all five of her homegirls keep listening to a girl. It didn't work out with him. It didn't work out with him. It didn't work out with him. You want to know why it's not working out with him? Because strategically, Birdman, I call him the devil. Birdman is standing next to you every time you pray for a new man. He's
Yeah.
standing right next to. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
It's like
just send
what?
that same spirit. I'm gonna send that same
Mm-hmm.
spirit in another body, and you ain't gonna even pay attention to it because guess what? You're vulnerable because you decide to post that on social media, and you never notice how those piranhas end up getting into your inbox. There's a strategy to everything, baby. You heard me? Think about there's a strategy to everything. Those men that you meet on social media are meeting you within your vulnerable season. And you're openly allowing this. But let's go a little deeper because mindset matters. This is what we all about. Those homegirls that you have that post certain stuff like that. Because think about it. Think about it, Chris. A lot of people say, "Oh no, that's not me. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that." Well, watch this. Some of your homegirls do. And watch this. What you do is you go and support that. And since you support that, you end up leaving a comment on that. And guess what? The piranhas watching that too. Ooh, I like this one. You heard me? Let me go ahead and send her a friend request. Let me go see what's up. And then you got there telling your girl, I don't know where this man came from. It was a strategy. Strategically, you put yourself in that pool with everybody else. And that's how you got found.
Mm.
Think about this is social media, baby. Well, that sounds like a whole lot of mess. Yeah, it is because those homegirls that you've been having all these years that's having these same problems, that's not basically passing these particular tests, you need to get rid of them. It's all about spring cleaning. If my mama was still alive and my mama wasn't, hey, she wasn't engaging on my post, she got to go too. My baby, you got my phone number. You heard me? You got my phone number. Just
Goodbye.
send me a text. Send me a text.
You got to go. Okay, so it's time to let go. It's time to let go and actually do, and not allowing ourselves to be held back based on one, what we're thinking, our limiting beliefs, and what has happened in the past. I don't care if you started a business, it flopped. It doesn't matter. If you're being led to start another business, start that other business and do the things that are necessary in taking those steps in faith. So that's what when we were talking, I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm being led to do this. All right, so I'm doing this. But then you pointed out, honey, your LinkedIn page ain't reflecting what it is that you want to do. So these are the things that I know when you're starting to move and you start getting on a row and I'm just doing, right? I'm just doing, and I'm not really thinking about the other things that I need, not being strategic in my moves. So, and that's what hit me on the shoulder, just like, oh, honey, yeah, you're doing the work, but you need to be a little bit more intentional about what you're doing and more strategic in where you're going and how you're moving. So that's what I want to remind you guys of, just like, look, we've got this business. Y'all have the knowledge. You have things to give. There are people that are waiting on you and what you have to offer. But that doesn't mean that you don't need to be strategic. That doesn't mean that you don't need to be intentional. That doesn't mean that you just go and just do. And you just
I
you
got
might
I got a
start
little
that way.
something. I got a
Uh-huh.
little something for that too. Here's the deal. First of all, let me give a shout out right quick. Anybody here that's struggling with their LinkedIn profiles that need their profiles optimized, we got Sean Hill in the comments
Yep,
section. He's offering a free 15-minute consultation. Let him check out your profile. I'm telling
right
you,
there.
it's an absolutely game changer. Yes, that's my mentor. We have that Coach's Corner show every day, 7 days a week, 10 a.m. Central Standard, 9 a.m. Central Standard on Sundays. Let's get back to this situation. Okay, you said she's 32, right?
Mhm.
She's she's interested in. I'm gonna show y'all how my mind goes because it's all about mindset. Man, I'm gonna touch on every particular type of direction. Watch this. We got the target market of a 32-year-old. She doesn't have any kids, and she basically is about to get married. Here's the situation. She started this new business venture, and immediately she started to, like, let's say a lot of time me and Sean, we like to talk about the Wizzy Wig juice. You heard me? The
What's
Wizzy
that?
Wig juice. These people that's up there taking these detoxes every day. Let me ask you a question
Okay.
before I really get into the how often do you get a oil change on your car per week?
A what?
A oil change. So you get how many days a week you get an oil change?
Days a week.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Okay,
no.
so that means you're not supposed to be detoxing like this. Who
Mm,
told these people you're supposed to detox every day? It's a marketing strategy that you fell for while you was in that weak season.
yeah.
Yeah, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. What you mean by weak season? Well, those people told you that you can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Usually on the sixth day is when the vacation starts. So you're not supposed to be putting this type of stuff. Your body's supposed to organically add nutrients from the food that you're eating, but strategically you decided to put Drano down the seed. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Anyway, The individual goes and she starts a business venture with the WYSIWYG juice. Immediately, she starts to post it in her story. Immediately, she starts to post it on her page, and she starts to post it in each one of her particular platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not getting no engagement on none of that. The reason why is you focus on branding yourself first. Once you brand you, the business comes later. You got to get that know, like, and trust with those individuals that you're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
reach. And I'm sure that at this particular point, people are like, girl, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're a part of, I need to have a piece of it. That's when you actually networking at that point. You're branding yourself. That's what me and Sean teach all day, every day. It's about
Mm-hmm.
branding your business. It's about putting yourself out there and make you more money than you even thought about. But you got to be coachable. Let me say that
Yes.
part. You've got to be coachable. If you're not coachable, let me go another area because Sean will say if you're not coachable. I'll say this because Sean has his way of teaching. I have my way of teaching. Watch this. Sean will say if you're coachable. I'm gonna say if you don't have a problem with trusting a man when it comes towards certain particular situations that he's going to tell you how to do it, then I don't know what to tell you because a lot of times I have that same struggle as well. Get in there,
Mm-hmm.
my baby. You have a problem with trusting a man? Yeah. Listen, we can't talk about nothing in this season. You heard me.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's
Right.
all about self branding, people.
But that is so important. And it's so funny that, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, my husband and I just had this conversation, right? And so I was telling him that when we were talking about Brandon. So I'm like, oh, there's two different ways. There are two different ways that you can do this, right? So you can have it where you are on the back, taking the back seat, and it's your company that's in the forefront. People do it all the time, right? You can do that. That's great. But then on the other hand, here, you can have it where it's you. You are the brand and you do the business. And in those two different things, I was telling them it may take a little bit longer for you when you're branding yourself because you're establishing trust. People have to know you. People, it's a little bit different. However, when you get that trust, honey, ha, you can move and it allows you to move of where now, like I was in real estate and I still am, but now I'm becoming a motivational speaker. Okay, people are still rocking with me. Okay, the next day or the next, 2 years from now, I can go ahead and relaunch my smoothie business, and people are still going to be rocking with me. Okay, and then now I can open up a clothing brand, and people are still going to be rocking with me because they know my values, they know who I am. I've shown my face, and that's just what it is. But if it's where I have my company at the forefront, what happens is that they know Nike. They don't know the person behind Nike. So here it is. I'm pushing my brand, my clothing brand, rather than me. I'm pushing that. So then when I want to start something else, I got to start from the bottom. I got to start from the bottom. And now I've got to do all this work in the front. When you establish that brand being yourself, you don't have that. You can go into multiple ventures and you already got a customer base because they're not buying your products, they're buying you. So that's my thing of like, I would recommend that. So, honey, I'm all on board. I'm on board with that.
Here's
Brand
the deal.
yourself.
People don't join businesses. People join people.
Yes.
That
People
sound
are
good?
people.
But
I
watch this.
want to know.
Watch this. Let me touch them a little deeper because I like
Yes.
to I like to dig in the crevices.
Dig
You heard me?
it.
Watch this. You want to brand that business that you decided to, join because strategically you're still working that 9 to 5. So you really don't have time in that 5 to 9. You ever notice that? You work 40 hours a week
Mhm.
and you basically, impress a boss, but strategically, y'all out there building somebody else's dream. You ever
You
thought
are.
about it like that?
You are.
We're strategically building someone else's dream, but we up here, I'm trying to impress you. Oh no. But then you get those 48 hours on the weekend and you do absolutely nothing. Oh, let me go a little. I'm gonna touch them a
Mm,
little deeper. That's not even my point yet. That's not even my point yet. You heard me? So on the weekends, you like to show your face. That's what we say there in Louisiana. You'll go out and show your face or whatever the deal is. As soon as one of those home girls call, girl, let's go have a drink, this and that, you there. So what about your actual goal
Yeah.
that you had set?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a 5 to 9. Think about it like this. There's a 9 to 5, and then there's a 5 to 9. So you still got 40 hours plus those 48, which will come up to 88 hours that you actually wasted on a week to week basis. One time I heard
Mm,
that, a person needed to sleep 10 hours in order for it to feel good. Okay, cool. So you done slept 70 hours in a week? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's those particular type of conversation.
yeah.
But watch this. Here's my actual point, what I wanted to say. Watch this. Um, you wanted to build a business, so you're doing everything that's easy, just like everybody else, right? Watch this.
Mhm.
Life is like Tetris. When you fit in, you disappear. How does that sound?
Ooh. Ooh.
How does that sound?
That sounds good. That sounds good
Hey,
because that is. I'm telling you, like but that's the thing. We weren't meant to fit in. That's why. Why bring it back to the fingerprint now? Why do you think we all have different fingerprints? What? Why? Why do we not look the same? Are we meant to fit in? Did God create you to be like, oh, okay, I'm like Tommy, I'm going to do exactly what he's doing. That's what I'm going to do, and that's it. No, we were created to stand out, to be different. We all have these capabilities that are like no other. There is something that is within every single one of us. Find that thing, and you got to hone in on that thing, and you got to develop that thing. So that goes back to doing the work. You can't just be like, oh yeah, well, I was a good communicator, so hand me the jobs now. I'm ready. But you weren't out here doing the work. There are people, I want to write a book, but you aren't writing every day. I want to speak, but you're afraid to get on camera. You're afraid to go to schools and speak. I want to sell real estate. I want to be a real estate investor, but you ain't making no calls. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We got to show up, and we got to really hone in on what makes us different, what we bring to the table. And that is the major part of identifying your target market. But you've got to know, before you even identify your target market, you got to identify you. Before you're going to be leading somebody else, you got to learn how to lead yourself. That's just what it is. So
never be
what?
never be afraid to
Huh?
have a coach either.
Oh.
Never be afraid to have a coach.
Mm,
You need a
mm.
coach in every area, especially when it comes towards business, because a lot of times people join these businesses and the upline is telling them everything that they think that they should be doing, but strategically, that upline is becoming your God. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever they say is what you do, and that's the reason why you're not getting no results, because this is your business, not theirs. So strategically, each
Mm-hmm.
level of business will take a new level of understanding through self-development, through self-assessing the situation, through
Yeah.
understanding that you're going to have to learn how to build someone up in order for them to come into your business. Now, strategically, check this. There's individuals that's out there. There's a lot of different types of entrepreneurs that's out there. There's that type of entrepreneur that I remember I talked about them my last battery
Well,
exhausted.
you can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, it's all right.
Your battery is exhausted. What?
I
Oh my God.
know, right? It's all right,
Check
guys.
this
I'm
out.
coming back. I'm coming back.
It's all good. Hey, come on, see it. There's people that's out there that take care of the family and they feel accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like them little ladies that sell those eyelashes or whatever the situation is. So once they got all the women with eyelashes on, they're like, ooh, I done did this. But let me go a little deeper because you just said something that's very significant. My question is,
Okay.
every individual, well, not every individual, but certain individuals have siblings. Okay. With them having siblings, they have an interest on becoming an entrepreneur, but none of those particular siblings before them or after them had that same particular thought. Have we ever thought about why God gave you that particular thought? There's so many prolonged pregnancies. that's out there
Mm,
of stuff that's deep
mm,
within that you don't want to step out and go ahead and live out. Why it gotta be like that? But at the same time, you worried about
mm.
this man coming into your life. You worried about getting this husband and all that, but you pregnant with something. And I'm not talking about just women. I'm talking about men too. Every time I say that, men can get pregnant. Man, how is it possible men to get pregnant? Every man has a gift, but how he
Yes.
decides to use that gift that can make or break the situation. Just like, man, I tell all my homegirls all the time, every time you meet a new man, you got to treat it like it's fishing. But what you mean fishing? I ain't never been fishing before. Cool. But check this out. I'm gonna give you the background of it. Every man knows of a certain type of fish that he want to catch is a certain type of bait that he needs to use. Now, strategically, a man got into your inbox and you was looking at him, he was an idol, whatever the deal is, but he just wasn't talking what you was trying to hear, which is understandable. You're not that fish. You're not in that target market. But strategically, you're connected to other individuals that's in his target market. So
Mhm.
since you don't want to respond, he's still going to use the individual that you're connected to find what it is that he got because he has an ulterior motive. Now, why am I saying this? You have to understand this social media game can make or break you. But at the
Mm,
same time, if you have a coach that can guide you to where it is that you're trying to get, it's going to make it even easier. You
mhm,
heard me? It's going to make
mhm.
it even easier. Don't feel like you can't invest in yourself because you're trying this social media situation. That'll be the best investment that you get. But at the same time, there's a multitude of individuals out there that's going to tell you, hey, it's $500 before you can even talk to them.
Yep.
That's people that you need to run away from. You heard me? I don't know who teaching that. I don't know who coaching that. Whoever called them coaches, you heard, man. I don't know who giving them certifications out. You understand me? Like I mentioned, we're doing a coaches corner show. We provide value every day of the week, 7 days a week. Feel free to hey, feel free to come and catch it. You heard, man? Feel free to come and catch it because we in the season of collaborating. I believe that everybody can win, regardless on whatever business they're actually in. Because at the same time, once
Mhm.
you collaborate, once you have a power partner, think about it. You can find a power partner in the particular in the community somewhere. Y'all don't have to be in the same business, but y'all have the same type of mind, y'all willingness to learn. That's what it's all about. Once you
Yep.
learn certain things, that's setting you ahead of the competition. Now, mind you, if you're not reading anything currently, it only takes 10 pages a day to reach 300 pages a month. At that point, you're murdering the competition whenever it comes towards your self-development because God is just sitting back. Let me see if you really want what you're saying you want. Go back in the well, you got kids. Watch this. You know how they would come around Christmas time. That was back in the day, used to have those Toys R Us commercials and all this other stuff. That's how I used to pay attention to
Mhm.
see what my son wanted for Christmas, depending on what he went crazy about when that commercial came on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he wants right now. I know what to get him.
Yeah.
But everything else, no. I'm gonna watch everybody else get him all that stuff that he really don't want. I'm gonna go ahead and get this, and he love it. You
Yeah.
heard, man?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Mm, mm. I like this.
Am I giving too much value?
No, no, no,
Is
no,
he cup
no.
full?
And you know what that made me think of? Um, when you said that, when your son would see that and his face lights up and he's like, oh man, I want that, I want that, I want that. Right? And you're like, yeah, that's really what he wants, and that's what I'm gonna get him. We gotta apply that. That's what we gotta apply that to ourselves. Of when we're seeing, and that comes in with the comparison. I know this is something different, but it made me think of this. So when we're seeing other people out there that are doing different things, and that still comes back to that of how we can collaborate, right? So when we see these people that are doing these things and making this and making that, and oh, they got something that I want. Oh man, a lot of times we sit there and get frustrated and we're upset and then we get envious and then we're jealous and then it's like, oh, then we start comparing ourselves. Well, obviously I'm not doing what I need to do and this, that, and the other. Wait a minute, this is the same thing. God is looking at like, okay, I am showing you what's possible for you. But if you get there and you're seeing and you're like, oh man, and you're giving that. What if your son was doing that? It's like, oh, maybe he don't really want that. He don't want that. So I don't think I'm gonna give that to him. And that's what we have to do. We've got to realize that, just like you said, it's enough for everybody. And it's enough for everybody because we were all created different. So the things that you're seeing that you may desire that somebody else has, okay, great. They got it in their lane. I can get it in mine too. This is it. This is just a catalog of what God, this is the same thing. It's that catalog right there that God is waving in front of you and saying, look, honey, you can have it too. What do you want? And then that's when we're saying, oh, you know what? Let me link up with this person. They've got that. I want to see how they got that. I want to see if there's any value that I can give to them. And I want to see if we can make each other better. How about that? And we can expand our reach by joining together. So that's all. Look, it's a mindset.
We can go
it's
to the topic. You're not afraid.
You got. Hey, I like.
We can go to the topic. You're not afraid.
It fit well. It fits so. Look. I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Let me see. I may have another. You heard me. There are certain people who are afraid, terrified to hear the word, to hear two letters in the alphabet. No. So strategically, these individuals, they have kids these days. And let's say the kid has a fundraiser. They selling Girl Scout cookies. Strategically, there's mothers out there, or fathers out there, who are buying all the particular candy bars or the particular cookies, so that way their child can basically win a gift inside their classroom. Why are they doing that? Because they're terrified of asking other people for support. Are you that particular individual as an entrepreneur? You gotta ask for help. If you don't ask for help, listen, if you got a prideful spirit, this entrepreneurship ain't gonna be for you. You heard me? Until you get that particular understanding that everything works hand in hand. You heard me? Just like Miss Christina, listen. We don't have to be in the same business, but at the same time, you can be a power partner of mine because I know you connected to my target market. You heard me? So we gonna still win. You heard me? We gonna still win. But hey, that's just how it works. That's just how it works. My coach tells me all the time, my mentor, it's all about the long game. You got to be willing to play that long game if you want success in your business. But you got to understand certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, comment on those crazy posts. You ever wonder why fighting posts always go viral? But somebody say, for instance, Tommy Durrell started a business. It'll feel like it's on my birthday or something. Everybody, oh, congratulations, congratulations. I got about 500 particular likes on this one. And then I go ahead and say, I need help with this. No engagement. In the Bible, when Jesus died, everybody came. You heard me? Everybody came. But when he rose, it was only a few ladies that was there. That's those particular individuals who believed that he was who he said he was. Now, think about it like this. It might be your situation. You just got certified as a coach. Okay? Understand this particular thing. They gave you the knowledge that they had, just like they gave us in school. But at the same time, did you ever do anything in geometry since you graduated high school or college? Nothing at all. You heard me? They gave you information on behalf of stuff that we're not even going to use. Same thing with coaches these days. There's a multitude of coaches that's getting certified in certain areas. But at the same time, they don't teach nothing about the social media game. So these individuals come out, you can tell when they fresh out. They got the graduation suit on and everything. You heard me? Everybody going crazy. Yeah. Hey, congratulations. Then they start to get these little Canva pictures. They jazz it now. They put them little Canva pictures out, and nobody liking their stuff. Well, what's going on? Because you don't know your target market.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you understand the pain points of their target market, I'm telling you,
Yes.
your business can blow up. You heard me? It's all about self-branding. Once you brand you, everything else gonna fall in line.
Look, yeah. So look, takeaways from this. We should be one, focusing on us, branding. How are we wanting to show up in the world? Two, we need to identify our target market. Okay, I think I'm back. What do they like?
Are you there? You still there?
Okay, I
Okay,
think I'm
gotcha.
back now.
Yeah, you back.
I'm
You
telling
back.
you, it's really hating today. I don't know what is going on.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Letter to entrepreneurs, letter to coaches, letter to consultants. Strategically, there's certain things that the devil will not allow you to hear to try to distort the particular value within that particular conversation. Now,
I hope
watch
I hear
this.
you.
Watch this. You decided to go ahead and start a business, and then strategically, somebody died of COVID that was close to you. That reason for them dying didn't have nothing to do with your business, but
Mm-hmm.
you allowed it to have something to do with your business.
Mm-hmm.
So strategically, do you have another 1,000 days to waste? You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to look at it. Somebody close down. It's not for you to stop living. You heard me? That's their situation because at the same time, these individuals are only characters in your story. You heard me? They're only characters in your story.
Yeah.
And the deal about it is this is you know what I'm saying, this is LinkedIn. There's people looking for jobs all day every day. Well, what's this? That person got accepted for a position that we know we're not yet qualified to apply for.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody ever thought about it like this? Mindset matters. You gotta look. Hey, I got something for everything, baby. You heard me? I can twist up the conversation on make a whole lot of sense. You heard me? Anyway, you back. Come on with it. Come on with it. Give us those points.
No, that's it. So identifying your target market, knowing, getting as specific as possible as you can be, and really stepping out. So once we are curating that and we know who we're focused on, then develop that content. Do the things that you need to do. Put yourself out there. If it's something that you're fearing, if you're fearing going live, if you're fearing pulling out the camera, do it anyway. Do it. Who cares? And get yourself in the habit of there are people that are waiting on you. We've stressed that enough in here, and I'm telling you, I'm going to keep stressing it. But there are people that are waiting on you. There are people that are counting on you. There are people that are assigned to you to step up, to show up, and to show out. So you've got it. So stop doubting yourself. Go ahead and flip that. I mean, at the press of a button, like I said, we can reach thousands of people. Like, where else can you do that? Where else can you do that? You are sitting on an amazing opportunity. So get your social media stuff together. Get with Mr. Tommy. Schedule your appointment. If you need to get that LinkedIn revamp, you know who it is. There you go, right there. Mr. Sean Hill is gonna hook you up. Y'all have the resources. You just gotta do, and we have to do the work. I always say faith without works is dead. We got to do that work. Come on, y'all. So hit them up, hit both of them up. Let me know how it goes. And there we go.
Hi, hey, people, listen. It's been a blast spending time with you all. You heard me. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't even get to the point to where I could tell my testimony. You heard me? Maybe that'll be in part two. You heard me? Every time I come on a podcast or a show, it happens to go like this. This is me every day. This wasn't a performance. We didn't read from a script. It's the same thing when we on this Coach's Corner show. We have fun. We make it relatable to all topics. It's even to the point to where the community that we're building there is so rich with value that even just you don't even have to watch the clip. Just come and read the comments. The comments gonna tell you how rich it is with value. You heard me? But at the same time, there's a certain set of individuals
Yep.
that has a certain spirit, not wanting to receive certain types of information within the season. And it's totally understandable. But at the same time, if y'all never see me again, always understand you never want to be a selfish entrepreneur. But what do you mean by that? On the LinkedIn side of things, when you actually like something, see how on Facebook you like something, on Instagram you heart something, but on LinkedIn, when you like something, that is sending it to your network. You don't even have to be interested in the information. You heard me? But send it to somebody else. Somebody else may decide to come across, just like I end up reading. Girl, I'm happy that you end up sending this notification. This is what it's talking about. That's how things work. Once you get a like, that like is sending that to their particular network. It probably don't have nothing to do with you. Support other individuals because eventually your time gonna come and people gonna support you. But anyway, hey, I can go on and on, but here's the deal. I absolutely love being here. I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all. I seen that I got about 10 new connection requests at this point, so I appreciate y'all. Here's the deal. I am Tommy Durrell. Uh-oh, she's gone. I am Tommy Durrell. I focus on the mindset. I focus on health and I focus on purpose. I'm going to put my information within this. Well, well, well. Hello, darling. How are you? Good to meet you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna put my
Drop out.
information in the chat. You heard me? And we go, hey, and we I love to chat with y'all. We ain't got to talk about if you want to talk about any whatever you want to talk, whatever is on your heart. You just need a little motivation. Hit me up. You heard me? We can talk about it. Hey, it's a no judgment zone, especially the content that we put out it's a safe space. You just want to come and learn, come and grow. We would love to have you. I appreciate y'all.
Yes. Sorry I dropped out, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's been going on. This don't happen, but it happened today. But we still got it done, and it was a pleasure. I appreciated all the knowledge, all the gems that you dropped. It's just look. I know you have so much more, right? And that's the thing. Like this hour, we ain't even scratched the surface. So that's why I'm like, y'all just gonna have to link up with him. If you resonated with what he's saying and the personality, because that's big, the personality that he brings, and look, reach out. This is the time, like you said, to collaborate, to partner up, to get that help, and to reach out to a coach and get that coaching that you need to be able to level up and to get to where it is that you want to be and that you need to be. Okay, because we waiting on y'all. Come on now. Look, we've been waiting. It's time. All right. So until next time, be awesome, be great, and believe bigger, y'all. Believe bigger. That is the key. That is the key.
Let me give one more since you
Go,
gave that.
go ahead.
Here's my deal. People, I love y'all, but I need you to get out your own way. You heard me? Your future self, as well as future generations after you, are dependent on you within this season. What you do in this season is going to make or break your next season. Some of y'all been in this same season for how many years?
Mm,
Strategically, there's so much more I want to say. But anyway, listen,
Look,
reach out,
look,
huh?
we got different things that we can do. We can do this again.
We can do.
That's what, because I know there's so much. There's so much. You rich with it.
Here's the deal. Let's do this. Let's do this once a month or twice a month, depending on what your people say. If your people say we need some more action, cool. You heard me? They needed 2 times. They need 2 doses of the vaccine 2 times a month. You heard me? We can set this up. You heard me? We can set it up. But if they only need one, we can just take the one. I'll take the one. Hey, we'll provide so much value. I'm telling you, we can go on and on about this. Let me know. Because I'm letting y'all know I'm about to get into this comment set. Don't think y'all about to just not see me
Oh
again.
yeah, no.
I'm about to dig into this. Hey, it's a networking event, baby. I appreciate y'all for coming. I've been watching these comments keep coming and coming and coming and coming. I'm about to dig, I'll be ready to receive. And I appreciate y'all.
Yes, yes. So I'm excited about what's to come, and you gotta let me know all the people that you got to help, because that's what's gonna happen. You and Sean, both y'all. All right. So we will talk again. We talk anyway, but yeah. So until next time, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with us. All righty. Bye-bye.